Hello and welcome to this video on entrepreneurial motives and characteristics. So before we get into it, a quick quiz question for you. Can you name the four faces on this slide? And secondly, what do they have in common? You might want to pause the video, have a go, and then when you're ready, let's move on. Well, these are our names. James Dyson in the top left, he set up the Dyson vacuum cleaning company. Levi Roots, who set up the Reggae sauce business. Kevin Synstrom, who set up the Instagram company. Arianna Huffington, who set up the Huffington Post. What do they all have in common? They are all entrepreneurs. So by the end of this video, we should be able to define the term entrepreneur, describe the financial and non-financial motivations for becoming an entrepreneur, describe the characteristics and skills of successful entrepreneurs, and look at the difference between entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. So, as Richard is thinking here, what is an entrepreneur? Let's again start with our definition. A definition of an entrepreneur is a person who spots a business opportunity and shows an initiative and a willingness to take risk by setting up a business in order to benefit from the potential reward. Let's have that down in our notes just for good practice. So, why would a person want to become an entrepreneur? Well, there are lots of reasons. Some people do it because they want to earn a higher income or generate a profit from their business. Some people do it because they want to be independent and they don't want to have a boss, or they want to have a challenge. Some people do it because they want to be their own boss, give them more flexibility to have a work-life balance, particularly if they maybe have a young family, for example. Some people want to set up their own businesses for ethical reasons or social purposes, environmental or social reasons. So there are reasons why people want to set up businesses, become entrepreneurial, and we can normally break them down into two categories. We could break them down into being financial motives, so maximizing profit, or at least making a satisfactory level of profit, which we call profit satisficing, and then non-financial motives, not to do with money, for example, to be independent or for a particular social reason. Now, what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? They tend to be hardworking people, resilient people, self-confident, creative, resourceful, and not afraid to take risks, just like you guys. What skills do they have? Well, they have to be well organized, be able to solve problems, be able to communicate well, have good numeracy skills, IT skills, and once they've got some staff, team working skills. And they'll often look for similar skills in their own employees. And this is the case when they want to create a culture of what's known as intrapreneurship. And that's when an employee, not the owner of a business, acts in the same way as an entrepreneur. So they have quite a lot of freedom to do their own tasks. And here's a more detailed definition for us to have a look at. A famous example of intrapreneurship, so using an entrepreneurial spirit within a business, is Google, who allow some of their staff to do personal projects. And some of their best projects have come out of their 20% of time being spent on personal tasks policy. And one of those was Gmail. Another example was a Sony employee who spent hours tinkering with his Nintendo to make it more powerful and user-friendly. And as a result of that work, he helped develop the Sony PlayStation. So in this video, we've looked at what an entrepreneur is. We've looked at the financial and non-financial motivations. We've looked at the characteristics and skills of successful entrepreneurs, and we've also touched on intrapreneurship. Take it easy. That's the end of the video.